mining chichiri ebraso so mining kanko nyina yehwe ho na esi ho enkonwa na yebobo ho ne hwe be nsunsuan de body ho ekwa kodro Ghana ebeye ya efri mene omini no medi de owo ahene entwibu isi akwaseda ene de matwedi ampon nyankropon totrobo nso tetekwafre mo se ade yo ehuntehu ehububrim okofre bo tete botan nyame awaye ne ho prekese ja medo fiti krotua na ne ho je afim wo me wiema ta din wiema enwunu nye onana ana wofa ana assemblyman na MP ana opani bi ana ohene ena ma wiema dane sa eye de osoro eye ne tena bia na asase ne na ase entiaso na dom ne ho bobro nti na ene yatena se ene ye wada enti nkomodie kakra wo ho ebehwe se mo behwe na nsen aisa Ablekuma mpatamu agbloshi area ho what ene the bulldozer of the region. That's how I call him, the regional minister, Ira Henry Corte. Na femo edie, but with the help or the support of the MC and ama BBC etimi akoso. Nti anopai enkomodie kakra wo ha ebehwe na yahwe efisem. Efisem na yahwe efie nkomo kakra o si di na yede som amansan. Da bokra tem nkomo wo ha yehwe amampanifo ahokafo ho nsem no sisi ase emu ya adwo say the first lady of the republic Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo ono de nisika ne check or the call isi amanfo so mo hwenim say the former second and first lady of Ghana's republic Lordina Mahama enso de ndie bakusi jegu ni chemu pa ohwe social media eja egu ni chemu ya ji sika ene bi mo atro yeji sika yeji very interesting ultimo say ni nyina ho nsem ewo nti behwe ho nsem na ya brobo so na ya ka ho asem da ache na mum yemfa seda emma Franco Trading Enterprise on wadaroma no beboy ma de bokra tem nkomo abro o pe phones ato o pe laptop ato o pe TV ato ngofo hwe go TV ngofo dem obi wa ni wi aso bai on anti kanto TV insini dem da for them kwan no TV pacho sabre die ebra sa ne omane atwam sanse Franco Trading Enterprise adaroma o ma okwanya ema wotimi enya mobile phone enya TV onya laptop emu bia na afi fridge na obi die na da wo de onkwan ene wabomu ekohyemu no so eso ate nti ye wasede bia no peye mfama wo sanse watete wo ne omane bo no so Franco Trading Enterprise asem na mekan o ma ne omane bo no aba form se Ghana ni bia timi buura wadwosu mu eba ebeto onyoma ne bi so the discount befua ena ma o clients and our customers Franco Trading Enterprise nkrabata no edoso etemu bia no utimbuura wosemate on a 2 television so se ade amoye promotion enokre ana etese ampa promotion no ekoso Franco Trading Enterprise phones papa efi enononti free numbers here edidi so na oma wakwankyere medide se ofre mpanifo a ombeje osoma bibia akonka 0246 422 338 and 0555 939 311 ofre mpanifo a ombeje oso ema otimi no wato abasa akom wodaroma na no pay yatena se edida bokatem komo first segment no this is Ghana's biggest and the most highly respected political, social, and current affairs talk show live here on Net2 television. Na father work out of the new crusading guide and share as usual. Senator Aide Brown. Ghana encouraged into petitions parliament to enact laws to regulate abandoned states projects. And is at the right corner of the new crusading guide on the front page. The national security rejects bribe, arrest 4 Chinese in ECG cable theft. Government services go digital with the introduction of Ghana.gov. And the concerned youth of Assemblies of God protests Sami Awuku's appointment as Lotto boss. Hey. Oh, I see. Samo. Ate. Sami Awuku to head NLA. ɛno nsɛm ɛwɔ ha ɛde ho nkɔmmɔ nso aba ha na asɛm a krataa yi ɛde aba no okɔ krataa no mu na ahwɛ nsɛm a wɔatwerɛtwerɛ no sɛ na ɔbɔ no nsɛmfue a ɛsɛ national security operative no ɔmo kyɛ sɛ bribe bi ho ɔmo angye deɛ nti na ɔmo angye a the national security went to arrest the 4 Chinese nationals at the Nsawam-Adoji of the Eastern region. National security operatives are also members of the Elephant Group with the founder, Kojo Fosu, Stephen Amon Atta Kwesi, of the president confiscated assets, Nicholas Asare Kranche and Gideon Kwartin. National security operatives rejected bribes from the Chinese when they visited the company to apprehend them. And the Chinese were arrested for allegedly stealing large quantities of high-tension electricity cables belonging to the Ministry of Energy. Wow. We are bribe. China need to be we cables. Therefore, assembly, everyone wants some name. Now, undi Li Liangwei, ono 38 years, Su Meng, 55, and a Tuan Xingwei, 41, and a Zhang Chemeng. Hey, the woman do it, be the Ogala, Yabecho, a deal one with Yabecho, a Yache Omo, and Tiomo has come bribe national security for no, and so one for one penny about the general. Or power dwumadie bi ho platform bi friend ghana.gov nti aban dwumadie bi omudisi the first ketua bi aho no eko abefo kwanso the vice president of the republic Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne pa ho to manura ewo jubilee house ho nsem ewo hase ya ede ho amane abrew ewo the bokrata the new crusading guide el cratafy toso miensa page 3 ena ono so desa amane we aba na Samuel ku story I'm ready as seminar Asia. Moses Samuel Oku Echo NL. Mebunu Subiso Mumpeneso. Hold your quack or jide elho. Hunsem or ha, yeshe na etime at the amount. Aha. We gratify torso and crown. And I'll say information gathered indicates that the national organizer of the new patriotic party, Samuel Oku, has been assigned to head the Ghana Lottery Authority, which is expected to be announced soon by the president. And the move has generated controversy in the party, especially from the youth wing, which believes that attempts are being made to end his political career with regards to the appointment. According to them, there are hundreds of chief executive positions across sectors like the Free Zones Authority, Bulk Oil Supply and Transport Bust, GNPC, among others. Nti mebrun na eka say no so hunsem ewo ha omo chese Samuel Oku omo te say de ko NLA bi twalo to no Kofi say am ya ho no omo gire say e ho de mfata no sa na mebrun no ikon na and concern youth of Assemblies of God mebrun bi omo Assemblies of God until no the Assemblies of God so for from Pomaso, Professor Mfonia Babatonti, and also Hunsem Ewahasia, Yede Emma. Candifo Institute commends government for the Pokuase interchange and urges Ghanaians to help maintain it. And also Hunsem Ewahasi, Yura, Boachidankwa, open an opera chow, a chow papa, Hunsem Anopay, the new crusading guide, and some or the Abba. And so, it could be from Ghana and Koswinti, or Modi Krata, commercial medium say, Yen Shem Rabia, abandoned project, abandoned maybe a Jato Hono, Yen Shem Rabicate will be about me in Yantosa, and also the new crusading guide. In fact, the Chronicle and also your interventions in Nandom, unparalleled, chiefs to akufo-addo, and a $28 million controversial car loan approved, but committee says never again. Parliament refers Agyapong to privileges committee over comments on journalists. and so some our angry Wenchi youth sets chief's house washing bay ablaze. We are ready to fight Galamsey if given the chance. That's the Ghana National Association of Small-Scale Miners. Then so the Ghana.gov portal to fight demons in public sector. That is the vice president. Ina enwa yepa ho entoma no. Wampania be che say demons ahomboni bi o abanyuma mo de sika ne kro no bo. Akronfo no or refer mo as demons. And the vice president stated it himself. And once more a platform ebema omukro no nyina to atwa. And once our Ghana National Association of Small Scale Miners say my crado say mo makwanya Galamsey no man nim nkofo eye. And once kratafe to so and so e de ho amane aba. Ye de emon na mebunu bi e wo wanchi o mahye ohene bi fie ni washing bay na ye dey na $28 million controversial car loan you see approve by committee in say any kwase bi esibio and also ehun about the members of parliament on the finance committee have unanimously approved the $28 million medium-term loan the government of Ghana is contracting from the National Investment Bank to procure vehicles to facilitate their legislative duties. The committee also afenunu nyina na adia tumo. On say you mumie no nyina de don so bi ankaza. Besia loan o mede koto ma moka. You see hypocrisy in Ghana and na dawo no. Hypocrisy and dawo no. Angry youth in Wenchi in the Bono region have set ablaze the house and washing bay of Nana Ameyao, a sub-chief and businessman on a suspicion that he orchestrated the killing of a 55-year-old farmer, Adamu Wahab. I see Nana Shechi na sa Adamu Wahab nipa bi ekokun no nti omokotwe dwa to ne fie and omafe in washing bay so erade Ghana. And so on se manope the bokrata de ba. Na say the Speaker of Parliament, Urban Sumana Kingsford Barbin, I refer as in Central MP, Honorable Agyapong, at the Privileges Committee. Say, Yahushan in Sembimu, Assembly multimedia for at the Krata Koma Parliament to say, the Honorable not make a comment be against their worker on a two television. So, and on some and I pay Abaha, the Kratafeto so. Mienu ebo amane or the Wakata the Chronicle and so emonsam wasi unya bikanya obetimu chichimu anope the Proverbs chapter 12 verse 15 and the Bible say the ways of a fool is right in his own eyes but the person who listens to advice is wise. Kwasia na kwantene wonu anani so obi oye kwasia Sana Bible, the Chronicle, na kwan etne wono ane so. But nipa utie futu no ono de sebe onimnyansa sana Bible anope the Chronicle de abre no ebo ho amane. Ma mefa the Daily Statement ento aso emfama wo. Na ehwe the Bokata the Daily Statement. Amania ono so ode aba. Na ohwema the Daily Statement on the front page report say Nandom Chiefs commend President Akufo-Addo, that is page 3 of the Daily Statement. Government services now digital. Ghana.gov targets 3 billion Ghana cedis improved annual revenue collections. TUC asked to apologize to first and second ladies. Eugene Ahin, acting director of communications at the presidency, that's page 2 of the Daily Statement. And disturbances, a chief's call for military station, that is page 2 of the Daily Statement. And so, answer about Ejura and Semino, and Ekase, or Kase, Nananom, a copy committee, and as some more can say, or more. Osra say from military base emfa a military station emra ho na omudi say eba ho a ebeboa ama asomdwetimi akoso yewura Eugene Ahen acting director of communication, office of the president. And our catcher TUC and TUC for someone first lady. At a trade union congress has been asked to apologize to the first and second ladies, Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo and Mrs. Samira Baumia, respectively, for peddling untruth against them. I know Sama Nina Musika Sikasamia na Eugene Ahe, this Asami Abba. So Munko Pau Macho. You see a Asamosana and Tissenete and Hunsem and a pedobocrat on the Abba. Abai, you may deal na code digital. Sisi Aminoka said good news at the ma o my Ghana. San said Sika I Tuamani Pebino, Chronona doso crimo, Chrono pa see your manisika de Owa. I want 4 years Sika papa. Oh, cream, and one man pay vice president in Funi and a down. Now, Kratafe told me and Sa and Nandom, the acting president of the Nandom Traditional Council, Na Dompre Jerry III, has described the interventions undertaken by the President of the Republic, His Excellency Dr. Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, in the Nandom municipality as unparalleled. I know who some just said, oh, the Tutua in ye. So the Tutua in ye. The Honsam Hasia, Yede Emma or the Bocata, the daily state mamma, and one Amane Abahasi, Tubnia Crata and Baking Kaya, Medisa a bebo, Cratafe Tosso means Namani. And so, and on my for the Ghanaian Times, and 12 so. I call the Bocata Ghanaian Times, most authoritative newspaper. GJA demands prompt action from national security. That's a threat against journalists. Kennedy Agyapong dragged to privileges committee for threatening journalists. VIP launches digital platform to increase revenue collection. That's also page 17. Proposed toll increase to fix roads. Don't hike road tolls. 2 transport unions kick against proposal. And also one sababa Katafa etoso do insia. Privileges committee honorable Diano aboso dada. Now call page 16 and 17 170 na ego. Say ye betuto ye to nisika no betuto mu no. Me no e ka say edwumako bi de abase da bi emwa. Emwa ye say edwura secretary say MC withdraws application from reappointment. MC no withdraw the into already draw, you know. Onya Krata Ghanaian Times more obete nsem na Ghana Private Road Transport Union and a Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council and a omoche say proposal the person increase it to do to a see 50% be ko 1 cedi no omo say enye emwa kra no so nsem na abakrata fe to so do ensia e de ho amane e de emon. Na era Roland Afelmoni, the president Majiji Okasa, Nina privileges committee, as the honorable Agyapong as central national union quenim, Nina say contracted journalists, Hunsem the Bocrata Ghanaian Times at the Abba. Now every baby and 7 could draw. My main call the back page of the Ghanaian Times, Okwechiwa press. President promises to fix roads in Sesala area. And Mampene Akufo-Addo, Okobi Business Resource Center, Tumu, no say, Obehe na kwanya wasi salam patem nina weyi. National policy for aflatoxin control drafted, and also kwanya omubehe na omotisa anamono. The Wokratano the Abba Kratano echi. I mean for daily guide. And Twaso, na daily guide amani. Ghana's favorite newspaper. Nandom Chiefs louds Nana efforts. JB Scaler brought MPs funds. That is witness. And a 3.2 million Ghana cedis alawa. NPP women chase Lodina. Ghana.gov ticks off. And minister wants faster tech piece and also in some aba. Oko kratafe to sumi ensa. I say MPP mabi HC with the pressure up to first lady so mami Kejimfo aka ho Frida Prempe ka ho Frances Siam eka ho, Deputy Information Minister Fatima Abubakar eka ho. Omu nyina ne MPP ma bi. First Lady, former First Lady, Lordina Mahama. One hwe se ode sika waje. Omo se omo de omo so 3.2 million Ghana cedis. Onu de mu odusin obi ade. Oda ne koda de ma almost 32 billion. Ko senior sika we are in fact on Ghana. When until we ankasa. I want some. I asked the worker at Mampany, so you're born a basso, and I'm him for a born a basso, papa, and no so one sem. I want a cartofet or soon here. Say the brand to be so funny about so I wanted. Issue a warrant, say and chino. A friend of Dennis Soa was a 38-year employee. Licensed cocoa buying company. A year chifu Ninase was stealing contrary to section 121 clause 1 of the Act 26 clause 60 and also some so cocoa. It is reported that suspect Dennis was advanced with cash an amount of 602,395 Ghana cedis to purchase 913 bags of cocoa beans for the company. 600,000, almost 6 billion. Or this kind of this kind of publishing. Say, Obi, a penachino, bench warrant, a penachino, achino. And also, one pay. It has emerged that Dennis Daniel Esidu, aka Sexy Dondon, who is standing trial for the grandson murder of the Abuaka North MP JB Dankwa-Edu, gave two mobile phones belonging to the deceased to a phone technician to unlock for him. And no, Kenneth Crunchy, the prosecution's third witness, led in his evidence in chief by Sefako Bache, a principal state attorney, told the court that the accused initially gave the phones to him on the 9th of February 9, 2016 for him to charge them. I say phones are MP phone and a sexy don. I do command say you unlock man. Since you lock phone password edaso. And also on some and pay the Bokrata daily guide and who amanye aba. My main daily graphic and we na a measure in common as a Greek ministry alert. Prolonged drought worrying. Low food production in 4 regions. And also, I want to say drought, as I said, so I say, I read a paba issue, Omunia Bini at the Adintama, and Yuane, Mantambe and Nine, and Yuane who I manso pa, or so for hey, in Yuane, you cry on some so, and all this are Asemi Aba, Yabon, Amane. MPs receive salary arrears, not ex gratia, Majority Chief Whip clarifies. COVID-19 surge, intensive care units, testing facilities not overstretched. Ghana Health Service, and the Kasa Seminti. Katapet Tosumiensa, or the Sasemi Abba, the Ghana Health Service has debunked assertions that the country's intensive care units and testing facilities are overwhelmed by the increase in the cases of coronavirus in the country. Which is an say hospitals baby ayema and inya obi ho emfa no covid chi na nya emfa ngo se no kreda nsama eye da obokrata no e de abana krata fe to so dunsia na MPs yese omo receive salary arrears nya ex gratia era another mpre na o cheche sa nsem na ho nsem e wa ha na akọ back page daily graphic back page. Phase 2 of Obechebi Lamte interchange progresses. Oh wow. Omo ye juma papa Obechebi ho no. Obechebi ho no mo ye juma honsam behwe na ede ho amane nyina de bounty. Ni nyina mampene akufo-addo. Aho ewo Ablekuma mpatemu central ho ka ho bi. And paying so the worker no ede ho amane aba o chese aboso kan Central Mosque Mpatemo aboso kan sek ho nyina omu twa dia tom na enya phase 2 no account no be count sa dia na che say ehon so interchange muya phase 1 de ebie dem akas nam so edi ehwa trentries anti ehon sem ewo hase ya de ho amane ebebro na yetimi ede amawoti kokra tanim na kope bi kinkan anopai ebehwe ni era Peter Allotey oye member of the MPP Ablekuma Central Communication Team ono ene bi no say aide to the Ablekuma Central MC yemame amui mame anopai ye chiawo na nka ni da kwan se na ebehwe anim na so ni nyina mu se o ye adwumanti wantimi ama ene odwuma yini ene oba ene communication team odimu akote no era Allotey beto asa nkomo no so kama na yahwe mpatam ho ono se nanse agboloshi ho nyina chese atete ho be footages bi akyerewo ahwe dwuma akoso I am making Accra the cleanest city in Africa or West Africa, stated by His Excellency, the President of the Republic. On some and the progress of such statements, no, a home common, a home animal too, na ever na edin komo. Ever OBHB phase 2 a cost project. Banasa the business center in Ablekuma Central in Patemohono. The activities that goes on there, no, to say home common to say any kwanya challenge the basa almost of femo and said the Jumatin, a better way the uncle. In fact, said that Emma Franco Trading Enterprise, or more Adaroma, and Oboy Emma, 8 minutes of work at Temuncomo at the Ebro. Midi at the Owa Hene entry, Buisiacon, any opening Babidin community, and pay better senior at tea. But, as some beach between us, and some many opening Bashan community. Sir, a tikrum ha. Eti krimo enye ahanye Togo ohwe new crusading guide anima ese China 44 etimi abagana abewia electricity cables China ni etimi abewia cables ewe Ukraine omuwie no national security for na kwakwache no mpeso bribe omu na China for ba akudi de Liang Wei, or 38 years. And Sumeng, 55. So when you cry, Tuang Xiang Wei, 41. And Zhang Chemeng, Ediwe, the Wia cable Ghana. Ediwe, the Wia cables, electricity cables, El Ghana. Yachio Mono, 1% como bribe, a yes, national security phone. National security form, yes, sir. Yase Bakudi. The aye Kojo Fusu akonsudi ndi Stephen Amo ata kwasi omunyina anopai yebo mabaso se manje sa bribe no manje bribe no China for no ko wi a electricity cable no na nko person bribe national security for no asema down no China for abi wi Ghana ye electricity cables China ni hwan na di omanim hwan na kire omo kwan see timi ko wi electricity cable utie di am ebo ya enya Ghana for di eye dai e ba na sei we he won se makadachi nti do ma me fanto na me ne ye pani era Allotey nkodi nkomo opene mo kwaba
eja opene kese
na be fine
yes I don't know Pappoe nyame e gusto share
udini nyina ye Peter
Allotey Pappoe no hear me catch Allotey no
Pappoe ya na obobo ya na odishe
Adokwe Pappoe David me relating me sure say deep down yeah na
everyone buy
because they ain't transfer there normally you one side
okay
definitely no we may relate in one
way all right okay enua Peter Allotey Pappoe member of the NPP Ablekuma Central Communication Team or aide to the Ablekuma Central MC anopai ono ena yeneno ebabidi enkomo. So you can join us on Facebook, you can join us on YouTube, you can join us on other social media platforms by contributing, by sharing your ideas, by texting your messages, by WhatsApping us through this morning's discussion live here on Ghana's biggest and the most highly respected political, social, and current affairs talk show live here on 2 television. Teodo adwenche ba behe na yakinkan edemo na Ablekuma Central. What to say?
Yo, opinion Eddie kind. I mean, for a chair we do pa Emma microphobia, more deserve it.
Okay.
Eddie kind, me and my woman, anti-fofo or choco allergy.
Okay.
Now, so a chair we do pa comma, me and my another second madam, MC, Honorable Maria Makali, and Ablekuma Central Municipal Assembly.
Okay.
No boy Juma pa. Now the woman say starting the game no enyende. Nti enye me bresu na mebo na baso na 84 omako the Second World War no cramp no. They can appreciate what the woman has done in Ghana politics.
Okay.
Afi so now my chair me youth organizer Honorable Isaac Asare Akonoba sesia Oboy Juma ewo Ablekuma Central na ewie okone name or contest for Greater Accra Regional Youth Organizer.
Oh, I see.
So your opinion, what guided me, what shaped my career in politics, yes, me born so.
All right.
See, idea me one year. Dear woman say, me say, me not sure say to me I share all the stories, no, but
the progress and the challenges that we've gone through now, you share so far. Pontunuma Akoso under the leadership, her leadership, Yemame Kali Amui, Ablekuma Central. In me say Obechibi Lamta is under Ablekuma Central. I will blushing patamni na Eshamomo Ase.
Very well.
So far so good. Jumano na Aide, especially market women, any assembly there, maybe across the country. You see the clash between the assembly and the market women. Jumano Aide.
You see, Ejuma way in particular, no, enye Ejuma bia government appointee bia anybody who say obey to the extent that say at the end of the day people will lose their jobs. You are embarking on decongestion exercise. It will not favor everybody.
All right.
And so no, because of that, no, there is the likelihood say there will be certain rank or a BPA. But say Unem said the long-term agenda, no, it's to inure to the positive lives of the people now. Then you have to go ahead with that. So I can't say you meet challenges, you share challenges, but the discerning residents of Ablekuma Central, no, it's for their own good and it's for everybody's good. That is why I hear Ejumai. But answer na yebeko inim no me pese me fantu just say answer na yes Ejumai. We had a lot of engagements. Okay. We had series of engagements. Yes, share omumpeni for. Me person me fan one after the other.
Take it that way.
Me fa aboso kind, for instance. Me nim say udi kan stories no.
Yeah, it's part of
aboso kind so ye bibia ye similar decongestion exercise ewo ho. Ye bakusu wo be ye man ewo graphic road stretch no so ansa ye ko Onion Market for no ho no. Now aboso kind ho no to be specific no. Omo ankasa na omo crave for Ejuma no because there were a couple of times Omoma assembly ntias yes incrophobia di ejuma boni ewo baby omo no na ma bad name ako enimama aboso kan for no and they are of the view ne says assembly no best step it down on that very land no na sa juma na ekoso no abeye ya nke bebo omo and first of all no eba na sa no almost so senior any no your relationship with aboso kan for no nti senior tie no nti bibia homobia they don't mind. They can come forward and then approach the leadership of the assembly. Then we judge all the way forward. And to your mobile, you know, and I can say, oh, anyway, aboso kan one of our hotbeds. In fact, when it comes to revenue generation by the assembly, you know, aboso kan is, I think, if not the topmost, I think they are second to none.
Okay.
And so, no, we also saw the need. Say this is a pressing issue. So there is therefore the need to step in so that all those illegalities going on, like sale of unauthorized goods and even sale of goods at unauthorized places. The fact they cars are parked haphazardly. Say bontina uti aboso kan na say ko aboso kan ekoto adia. Over deep traffic mobile say 2 hours. Wabra adia okoto no campo no unsan kan. Esan senia nkrofo edija wo honom no. Ebi mo aba road no ho tinton ebi mo ablocky gutters no and also drains na normally no san can see on femono tene be ya obi abenya good sanitation and good health ewo no enti eba na sana omo chairman under the leadership of Mr. Clement Boateng. I think he's one of their coaches. and the others, no, they consulted us, say, oh, this is the situation. And he said, if we will intervene, no, and another stakeholder engagements. Yes, I call press conference. Organize the press conference, no, and free assembly, municipal assembly, no, say, because they are key stakeholders, no, be. Until yembe bo mona yembo stage man. Until answer na yes exercise no. We were all into agreement. And to be frank with you, they were the main custodians of the exercise. For instance, when it comes to the demolition, the decongestion exercise and the silting of the gutters, they were the very people we used. Until we idea me fan say yenya challenge bisa. But the senior meka, you know, on say definitely no. If somebody was doing a minor's job on the gutter and I say on the streets, no, at the end of the day, you know, the person will lose his job. Obviously, a better challenge, man. But we are looking at a positive challenge. And then I mean, person may want to say indictment, kakao, so no. And I think so no. Social media reportage na ekoso no. Amount for kase ye be relocate aboso kind traders, no. Yes. That perception, no, it is too vague in a way because you can't say you very locate just as it is, no, because a lot of there are a lot of residents around, and it's a relocate here. And that tells us said a diner buying Diana Sassini are buying there. That's fair enough, but a lot of the instances, no, the people's very own houses are or more converted in idea shop. And say no, the woman say, yeah, can say, yeah, relocate San Crofono, but or the unauthorized places, no. Omuna a pequine say, a bemomo, baby or Afina. You know, carbon arrangement no is still underway. You bear your mom, baby or Afina now, or Marco or Mojuma woho. And see, this is not anything via a very challenge. Now, for instance, the fact that people were selling unauthorized goods and then they said, more about so kind traders nankasana and penifono see. They came with a petition said these are the things going on. Yeah. And see, more and him say incrophobi ton niyamabisana. It is not speaking well for the association, no? Because at the end of the day, no, ubi aboso kind of kota there. In few weeks' time, now they now say it gives a bad image to the Aboso kind traders. No?
All right.
And say, I'm say no. If this is what is going on, then there is the need to engage the stakeholders, the Bini Assembly, no, so that they step in. And then in that regard, no, you better cut that issues, no. And so that was the case for Aboso kan. Say, I mean, Aboso kan bibia the ding hejuma koso obia bone hejuma fefe.
All right.
And say, hono menya sure say your challenge.
But one thing I have to find out is before the assembly will take any action or anything that they want to do, no, there's any kind of engagement, no, with the stakeholders, no, mostly in other market women, no, and as a market leaders, no, and as a market association, no, or more leaders, mostly no more representative to meet the committee I established the Sadino. What are some of the difficulties? Because you could see, say, Minimum assembly baby, you don't know anything about it. Ayana a cost say a phone conversation and ask a mutnase and a Mudisa and common son and my undertaking such actions or activities.
Okay. Thank you very much, my boss. But the woman say there is never an instance a major project you consult the key stakeholders. No?
Okay.
Ordinarily, no, you to mean share the individual traders, but we try our best to meet the people that they give to us as their leaders.
Okay.
And see, we prepare a letter from the assembly, and then through the dispatch riders, no, we submit those letters we invite them days before the main day for the meeting. And see, that has been the norm, and that has been what's been happening at Ablekuma Central. And see, if it turns out, they say, somebody is not privy to the exercise, let's just say that person is not, sorry to say, a registered trader within that environment. No?
Okay.
Yeah, because their leaders, as a matter of fact, Ansana Onion Market, just recent one. Ansana no. We met their leadership that was made up of about not less than 30 personnel. And some of them didn't only come as maybe the chief leader, but they came with their other executives.
Okay.
We met Scrap Dealers Association, their head and their executives. We met Recycling firm at Onion Market. We met the transport unions, the OT and the Imperial Transport Unions. We met their heads. We met the heads of cattle and sheep, and even the kebab sellers. So these are people. We had a consultation with the lead coordinator for the Let Accra Work Agenda, Honorable, the former member of Parliament, Honorable Amedata.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the representative from the RCC because he was stepping in for the Honorable Minister for Greater Accra. And so, when that was, even before that engagement, we had series of other engagements with other stakeholders. And so, when at the end of the day, exercise, Basuna, it turns out, we were not informed, They just say somebody is miscommunicating or somebody is creating a different impression. Now, even during, you see, the lucky thing with us, they say, before you cut Jack, you call Onion Market, now about 90% of them had already relocated.
Wow.
They had already, to be frank with you, we didn't do much with demolition. What we only did at Onion Market was for the fact they say we had to collect the debris and other things. But when it comes to the main gadgets and machineries for the people there, they had already relocated.
Because we've not heard anything concerning complaints from them that their items or something has been destroyed. So I think the exercise went well. Now, let's come to Agbloshi. Now, if you have footages, we actually Agbloshi. Yeah, can was me. You say, Mamma one cry, more bah, and I'm more baby, I'm more bank cry. Ubu Agbloshi, what they are. My first time I call her was 20. Is it prior to 2020 elections? I can't at all, but I say 2019 more. Number one cry, so I'm in call her, Mate, Vice President. I call her, I could share a year him for new Mukudini market for now. So I was part of the team and the vice president called. That was my first time I call Agbloshi. In fact, I see on my railway. Now we share gutters and now share cinema bottom pemo. Now just say vice president call no crack convoy. No, just say and easy. So to me say a honor. Say sending a honor environment in it. Na very, very, very bad. So I say I was say ye momu baby no mukotna. I'm panso assembly no Ablekuma Central. Ye mame Maria Makali Amoy. And with the help or the support of the regional minister, as I speak to you, Onion sellers, Omoko Agent Kotokone Inuya Pappoe say before Kra, you better relocate him about 90% Nankasa with their own Ankasa to Anamokwa. Yemubu anoma yenhwe video kakra ni hu komoti abumbacha kakra do yenhwe Agbloshi sisi ase ne hote ene anamontu a etu inua kwesininsin adaroma camera akotwa footages ni bi abanti yenhwe making Accra the cleanest city in West Africa or Africa no I say ebemuti patchomfoni na kakra do abu fato so mame na ye ne yewura Pappoe eni hu komo no ni brancheche mu ye hu se grade bi akwa ye ho nyoma sese eho ai kama pa abumpa twa krado afato so mame nje ha nyina Agbloshi
ha nyina Agbloshi
and a vast land pa sasekasi ba
Agbloshi is over 50 acres if I Agbloshi
market women also no
now Wempono it is not the whole of Agbloshi. Okay, this is the Onion Market side
no
Konkoma Fuambai. This is the Onion Market side airco scrap dealers, the urban Beyima side.
Okay.
Yes, this is not the whole of Agbloshi. Now, a place like this, some weeks prior to the 1st of July, yes, I exercise, Unsumi in Agbloshi. Proud to Sadano, Unsumi in Agbloshi, and now, on MDSC, I had an engagement with one of the traders over there, or say for about 10 years, on who got that. On who streets that to the extent they say, and yes, but on pay no, like on Babon for about 10 years. What's not Agbloshi, Honum Sa, Bibia, Sika Baon or Hana, or Moye Bibia. Now, on him say, so,
didn't say,
we know, dear, we know now, a regional minister instructed say the pedestrian sites around the Agbloshi lane, we have to beautify those places. And
right.
Grow trees, very good. Okay. And we are going to plant trees as part of the Green Ghana agenda. Planting trees along that stretch from the Beyima side, no.
Okay.
All the way to the Onion Market side, along the pedestrian path. Yes, it is only Ejuma.
It is a honey be doing Oh, that's great.
Very nice.
The project no master tiano.
Oh, master tiano no. Wow, we need ya. We yeah, kakeke.
No.
Yeah, start here. Ejuma no koso.
Okay.
Now, person me far way in chim. Answer na ye be relocate here, but so kind for no. On say ya instances are ya decongestion exercise. In fact, just say you be a decongestion exercise no be. And you know, these are the instances we actually made provision certain amounts of money a bit to me Aide transport omoniama no accord the new place na yamo no. After so no yes the forklift put in place send be transporting huge gadgets. Ni empese be incur because at the end of the day, you know, they are already running at loss because they won't be working for some time until they re-establish themselves at the new sites, no. And see, the regional minister, no, decided say if that is the case, no, when we met at Agyapong, where we inaugurated their market, no, regional minister, no, Emma Otia said there is an amount of is it 50,000 Ghana cedis for the traders, no, so that it will be used to transport the goods to their machines to the Onion Market. Into Kabia and more traders no side. The only thing then they said they should abide with us, and then we will do the relocation.
But before that, no, scrap dealers, no, almost but before answer, we say police for soldier for crack or any What happened? What exactly happened? Because per what you said, nature say you engage the stakeholders, scrap dealers, normally this account. So what transpired?
Now, maybe scrap dealers, no any recycling for now you engage your money. Now, me wo video biang my fan back kameba ma omo leader no kra eka say o ono plead say they have agreed to move but almost because of the numerous raw materials no more one. Almost buying say it do sal level no ebiana the 1st July ultimatum no they wouldn't be able to meet that day no. And you know a buying no and cover more at that area no for their raw materials. Meanwhile no they had already transported they will be transporting their goods before the 1st of July. And see this is if this is coming from your leader, they just say obviously no the whole team is aware of what we are going to do. But it turns out that it's normal, it's very typical of Ghanaians. There will be 1 or 2 people who may breach the law in one way or the other. And it's Adana exercise. No, a lot of them call Maria no more trading or the other side now can exercise no. And then they started creating other instances there, beating some of them, and so the security forces have to step in during that day. That was what actually transpired.
Okay. But you know, Cousin Nana Ochechem for you. Hi, bra.
Yeah, hi, bra, regional minister. Any way, that way, na the local government minister, Honorable Damboche, obey inspection, or Ejimana regional minister, ni municipal chief executive, na no. Okay. And see, we took him on a tour to the new, let me say, a new location because it's virtually new now. And then we were having dialogues on the way forward. And so after that, we came back to the, we had a forecourt that we're supposed to meet him. So after this very incident, we came back and then we met the traders.
But formally, now has to say.
No, David, the dying and you know there were
structures.
So many structures and encroaches, and there were a lot of illegalities like this, you know, this Ashao.
Well, that way is what come, but not me who down. That is we.
We call ICGC honor.
But I send a hot and intuition.
Oh, they home boss, to me. But it's here, I will blow she honor Seniakoye. Now, only say, I will blow she was one of the main places Kosi, the June 3rd disaster, no. And other flood issues now, because
2015.
The Odo drain connects leads towards the Agbobloshi end before it gets to the other river bodies. Now, all those places, no, during this exercise, no, say all those places were choked. And so there wasn't a free flow of the water now. And see, through that, no, and I hear say, oh, these were the very reasons Cynthia are saying, Cynthia says, I'm not going to river, no. You see, I are creating a partner, man.
Shouldn't name come. Wow.
Yes, so these are tractor cars now, regional RCC, any Ablekuma Central, ADC, say these machines should, these tractors should be able to transport your gadgets for you. And see where any assembly now, any RCC now,
say structures need be seen in that year.
Yeah, this was during the first day of the exercise. No?
Okay.
During the first day, but the previous pictures now here, no aftermath.
Aftermath, no.
Yeah, nature said the place has been bare now.
Wow.
Now, says yeah, the woman say, minister instructed say, yeah, fancy the whole of that side. No, as is here, I say the security forces, no, they are manning that place 24/7. In fact, prior to the last meeting now, the day on Saturday they were there. The Monday we came, we realized they say there has been a heap of rubbish dumped at that side.
MC ni?
Yeah, MC ni.
All right, okay.
Since I started Juma, from 5 a.m. now, you nam Chrome, now you nam Agbogloshi on your market. And yeah, easy car.
Okay.
And you know, make us say, now me say, omo hippie because of say, if you say yeah exercise near you know. The next one only said we should disperse the security forces and in Yamano. The day we came, we realized there had been heaps of rubbish and coconut leftovers at that place. Let's just say the human character it was still going on until say we had to intervene with the forces again. Some of these people with their tricycles around, they had to go and collect those rubbish and all that. Minister instructed said the police and the military should, have a patrol team to man that place during day and during night so that such instances will not occur, at least until the whole environment has been fully fenced so that the subsequent projects can take place now.
Wow. All right, that was for Edin Komo, Peter Allotey, Pappoe, Ablekuma Central MPP communication team, also aide to the MC. And way before, we share pictures here. Saying, but almost have a video no to some me. They say, "Ye clear hono, and assassin at Tosso yan towns ano." Aha, do you can name infonia each day ona? Ultimately, say na structures na j assassin abosua obia. Says obia sorry, I'm not distracted. Be abisiwo. So aside a dread day and a question, what are some of the activities? Because in Antiasa say a bit more drugs these street ladies, Nigerians and some Ghanaians are Jehovah just say activities, criminal activities, and a
whole lot of them. Cred say, yeah, okay, and one and I cost onion mago blush honomono. Now, on him, Yantia say, I will blush your no mancasana, yakas na, nadia bao.
You be car,
Nadia Kona, you can't only do up within the next 10 minutes. No, now dismantle car.
But for picture, the cyber can't for a video no mame. Go back, picture been out of the Tosisiano. Brabak, Bacho, Brabak, Neshe, aha, say na Funia Damo, Eja, and near Mbojuma. Say na I will say, and only picture na that one, sir.
Yes.
And see you know, and then video why come sir.
Now say Campo, let me say, man, the earlier pictures now, Mamu. Say Campo, no, now it was worse off because we that was the day we started the exercise. Yes, so it was just fresh. But proud to when we started the exercise, it was a worse off situation.
Okay, not me cancel.
Yeah, and see me now me partner say Abobloshi say, I na ye yakas no na diako. Now him say aboso kind traders no. Some of them no him say. Some of them know me, person me create that impression, but some of them him say if there is this part of a car I need, when I go to Abobloshi, I'll get it. Because normally when they steal the cars and they take it to that enclave, they dismantle it until who recognize the car no bill. And so there were a whole lot of atrocities that I caused Abobloshi enclave. Now I shall force Jinemo boy Nigerian phone, Liberian phone, or mobile, or Jinemo boy Ijuma, or more smoky. A whole lot of crime and I caused. In fact, Abobloshi was a city on its own. It was a whole city on its own. Virtually everything was happening at.
Until now, more than daytime and
oh, it's obviously a numerate juma. But daytime, you see, a more film show be one of the structures. More film show be into it's now me share movie now it be a client's number now a more guest house with she. Into a share movie now, 1 hour clock, yak Genesika, ye, also on ye, or bet Nasi say a share movie, next person bar. Now as Akojino, Akojinisika, Aye Jumano. Into those were some of the.
But now, as assembly, no more complaints say these are the issues going on there. As assembly,
no, until me Ankasano, until yesterday exercise, no, I'm say a lot of the things going on we were not privy to.
Wow.
A lot of because we knew say we were going there for some portions of that place for our revenue collections, but the demarcations were not that clear, and a lot of instances we're having revenue issues over there because of the very illegal activities going on. Yeah, we know at the end of the day, we are going to lose revenue from onion market, but when we look at the brighter side of it, we feel say in the long term, ebe buaga na phone
assembly anamon to before answer mobile to exercise sisi ama agbosha kama yi sa su ene ban na ekoso no na mo wotimo po bi se in the future no e be bisa congestion exercise bisa
agbogloshi honom na nkasa no. Now the assembly had a proposed plan for that side.
Okay.
Some parts of that side as part of the president's government's initiative to build hospitals, Agbogloshi was earmarked as one of the places by the assembly. And now we already had a proposal to that effect. So when the regional minister came with similar idea, we're like, wow, then it has coincided in a positive way, so let's embrace it. So that has been the case. And there were so many. In fact, ansana sada no crampo no yakoye decongestion exercise as part of the Gamma project ICGC name honom no enye ne nimpe ba ne nchen no the Kole River no na yakoye because the heap of bola over there it was too much, creating a whole lot of health hazards. And we had already initiated such a thing. And in fact, we were even working on having one of our zonal councils at that very site. So we had about a 40-footer container around that side with the hope that within few weeks' time, the zonal council will be stationed there so that the place then becomes a community, somewhere you wouldn't be doing illegal activities there. And as it stands now, we have actually lost that very place to the decongestion exercise, wow. But we are still looking at other means.
All right, Ablekuma Central in Focus, live here on the 2 television with Peter Allotey Pappoe, aide to the MC Ablekuma Central and a member of the NPP communication team, has joined us on the studio here, discussing the development Agbogloshi and Ablekuma Central as a whole. The importance of it is to see that exact land, Agbogloshi market, for instance, is meant for something, or it has been used for a very important thing. As I speak to you, the market women and the scrap dealers and those who were operating at that area, they've been allocated to Agyapong Kotoku. So I'll go for a short commercial break. After that, we'll continue the discussion. So join us on our social media platform, especially on YouTube at Net2 TVG. If I have some messages or if you have some questions that you want to ask prior to the discussion this morning, you can also put your questions there so that we see the way forward. Stay tuned. This is The Dialogue Show.
Ago about time wofo ne ahwefo ye nyina ye nim se ye nkoda ne ko school anne na woboa wo ho de se wo moa wo ho a e ma ne hawo kra media sem denam se wo beto wo ba ne pencils books ana eniam ekeka ho nyina no enko ba bia ko JK Company Limited for nchen we na ye sole distributors e ma natural products e wo Ghana ha nyina wo mo natural pens, pencils, crayons, pencil cases, mat sets, afei wo JK exercise books wo sa wo JK 5-star A4 and a fake A3 papers. Who bet to be able to do bia? Yeah, we ohia peka edi hwehwe JK Company Limited the track kwan ewo number 60 Otublohum Street one Christ Embassy asori no ene bon hye ni mu ewo North Industrial Area frɛ wo mo ana wo ne wo nkasa o WhatsApp wo 0540 125
Michael, we support the new system. Yeah, Mama, Michael.
Pacho, what Tony near?
Let's not go be able to go in the
Me ko support my business phone in our immune system. Hey, what's a Michael t-shirt? Mato t-shirt. Me ko ba be fan kan no. Ni t-shirt go mama.
Boss, champion, boss. Mr. Willie.
Okay.
Michael, supporting a new system.
And your well-being.
Vico 20 is not suitable for children under 12 years of age, pregnant women, and lactating mothers. A quality product from Joy Herbal Center. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Yes, also Emma Wakwaba at the Oba and Yawada and Opay the dialogue show so and I'll share on the 2 television. Yene era a year Peter Allotey Pappoe or ye NPP ono Kasa Edema Ablekuma Central NPP Amanyokono. When you know ye Juma Abino a buy or ye. So far so good. As an assembly, see our land now, yes, so you know. Is this still under you or an asset has been taken over by? Nana no man has a bindia na.
But before then, me person me hear some correction be.
Okay.
With regards to amounts now, make us say the amount for transportation. Not maybe 50,000, but it's 500,000.
500,000, which is 5 billion.
Exactly.
Old cities.
Yes.
And the man,
and you say the more you constitute committee with the member of parliament currently for Ablekuma, Abdul Dan Latif.
Okay.
And the Upper East caucus, no, because of the northern affiliation, together with the MC, you know, and they disbursed the monies to the traders, no, to enhance their transportation and to ease their transportation. No. So the amount was actually 500,000 cedis.
All right. Okay. And senior Ateno Ebefa, Nessa Nati. Assassin, see a baby assembly.
Yes, it is assassin assembly. For now, no. Assassin, naturally, no. It is not fully ours because the land is big. Abubloshi is big, and we share with the Odo side too. But at this juncture, no, baby, I side, no, still it's under us. But for the interim, no, the RCC has taken absolute control over it. So I believe, say, as and when there is the need for dialogue, there will certainly be such a dialogue, and then where there are projects in mind or in place, we will start implementing those projects.
Okay, so for now, nothing has been done, or they have no plan to do something.
But like I was saying, we currently have in our custody 15-acre land for the hospital. We have 15-acre land for the Ablekuma Central. That is also we are getting it from the Onion Market, the Abobloshi side. Okay. A 15-acre land, and then we are still looking further for other opportunities with the land.
Because they are saying, they say, you baby see assassin so now yes I see modernized market so that those at the Ajin Kotoko also return back.
I don't want to be prejudicial on this, but I'm sure there are better plans in place. And then certainly the place will not be left bare, because when it's left bare like that, it creates a bad impression. At the end of the day, why did you sack them? Why did you decongest the place? So certainly something good will come out of that.
And even not, those people will also return if nothing is done on that.
Oh yeah,
encroachers will come back.
Exactly.
Time we realize no masaba.
It becomes a 9-day one.
Okay, so for now, the assassin are clear soon.
They are clear so. Like you saw, it's so clear. With ease, go to wherever you want to go. But like I told you, the patrol teams are still there. So in the encroachments aside, I doubt it will happen.
Okay. Now you were also talking about fencing the land.
Yes. So just so people wouldn't get access to the place, like we did to Beyema. I told you we had similar exercise at Beyema. I mean, we can say fencing nicely. Trees, that place will be used as a recreational field and some other activities. And see, traffic graphic road kind of sooner PP through the Beyema side. Now we say hold that okay. And see, that is the same thing. Onion market on na ejumana ebeko sono ya yewo inside.
All right, okay. Yemra yenhwe aside agbubulushi me say interchange ya is under your assembly. Let's say Ablekuma Central major projects and so far so good. And home come out to say omosha say baby do baby amadu phase 2. What are the challenges? What are you going through? Na easy na say.
Yeah, okay, so Eba Obechebe runabout Obechebe runabout was already in place. That very runabout was already in place, but the interchange, no flyover, no anyhow.
Okay.
And the president, in his wisdom and the wisdom of his council, saw the need to make that place look more attractive and to ease the difficulty in converging that very road, the traffic issues. Now, yesterday, we need to class apply that very route, but the job is in phases. Phase 2 side or no. Ejuma started. Workers are on site. See to it that there will be within a short period of time. The job will be done like it's done elsewhere, even at the Pokwasi interchange. We also that it's glaring and very evident. And but with that, and also we had to clear some people, make way, especially those who had encroached the streets, at unauthorized places. We had to engage them and then decongest their side too, so that we can start the exercise. So obviously, it will not sound so sweet before everybody, but when we look at the collective gain of the majority, that's what's important. As I say, I mean, traffic now, wait to me from Uber from First Light through Kaneshi, call graphic road side on now. Traffic now can be 2 hours. It's so easy. You can even take selfie on the road, and everything is smoothly going on. Yeah, it's a challenge behind Hosa. And it's a second phase now, Basono. I also now, say, create awareness non tem. I'm not sure, say, we are having issues with the second phase, no. And say, they have mounted their necessary gadgets and things are in place. Second phase.
And say, about to say, obviously, those people there, must send BB compensation,
Yeah, I can't speak on that, but obviously where we have engaged your side, provided it's not on the side of the government, obviously you'll be compensated.
Okay.
If we have eaten into your lane, obviously you'll be compensated. But I can't speak on that because I don't have information.
Okay, so before I also because on engagement also, and I also you might say encroachers and I say
no engagement also last year before the exercise the main one there was a massive engagement even when the place was being inaugurated, commissioned by then it was, I think, the president himself. He came to that very side. It was so cordial, so nice, because everybody had a fair share of the idea and then what was supposed to happen over there. So there wasn't anything like minti
All right, okay. Ablekuma Central, as a municipal, as an assembly, what are the challenges I am Kuma and Kasa in terms of revenue generation? I am more bread to say, I will Moko, I am to say, because on say, mostly, I bind the Nisika Beba assembly, common fund, you can't depend on it. You are first quarter, second quarter, but definitely I am eba. I depend on the IGF. I had not to say you find some difficulties in collecting those revenues from the market women any other day. Yes,
and obviously when it comes to issues with revenue, it's a challenge, a perennial challenge to almost every assembly.
Okay.
That notwithstanding, I think our challenge is not as dirty, so to say, or deep as it is elsewhere. But we also have a challenge because normally when we share some of your places, for instance, Abosokan, I'm using Abosokan because it is our hub. It is a very lucrative hub for the constituency, for the municipality. And so we share Sana, the answer na municipal, now we were a sub-metro under Accra Metropolitan Assembly. And so a lot of the initiatives, for instance, the business operating permits rates, and then the property rates and the likes, they were actually from Accra Metropolitan Assembly. So we inherited their rates. So it was up to the municipal assembly to now adjust it. But in adjusting it, the amicable resolution has not been reached yet, because if somebody is paying, sorry to say, 20 cedis under AMA, and then you expect the person to pay 100 Ghana cedis during the municipal era, obviously he will not be too comfortable with that. And so the expectation now assembly and the end of the day, collecting the revenue, And then apart from that, there are a lot of those who are also breaching the revenue collection exercise, Some of those who are not adhering to the directives of the task force, and they are still owing in high tunes and all that. And so that is it. And then there are those two who they feel that they are actually custodians of the land, and so for that reason, they have actually. I didn't want to mention this, but let me just take a bite of it. There are those in the constituency that we understand have created their own receipts, and then they are taking revenue from some of these people. So no, it is not from the assembly. It's not from the assembly. Our notice was drawn on it, and then we took proactive action on that. So as it is now, we are not encountering that.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So as you being part of the communication team, assembly and as Ablekuma Central development akoso.
Yeah, also wow customer say now I say Ablekuma Central there is a major project Kosovo Ablekuma Central. Why? I think it boils down to on this note I have to salute the lobbying skills of our then Member of Parliament, Honorable Ebenezer Anate. Okay. He did extremely well in that regard in terms of bringing projects to the constituency. And then, in addition, the municipal chief executive herself, her able leadership, has seen tremendous infrastructural projects and other programs in the municipality. And in Banasana, I want to take it from in perspectives from education, health, infrastructure, and in that regard. As I say, when it comes to infrastructure, because proud to Mameno Erbano, the assembly was inaugurated on 19th of February 2019. And
assembly for
it's one of the freshest ones now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the Member of Parliament was already in place. Then it was a sub-metro, so we had a sub-metro chairman, Same Brako at the time. So they were working hand in hand to see to it that these infrastructures came into being. And it is glaring when you go to places like Matai, Kowadrembo, Zongo Junction, you wouldn't have issues with roads and those kind of drains and those issues. But from that, when you come to education, in the coming to full force of the municipal under the leadership of Honorable Maramakali Amwe, education has been one of her pressing needs, one of her priorities, because there are no fees. If we are able to solve issues of education in the municipality, we have virtually solved all our issues. And that is what it is, and that is the thread that she's towing on, and it's working for her. As I'm speaking with you now, there is currently underway a 6-unit classroom block at Rihad Islamic School, which is almost done. We are now, I think, about 90% stage of completion, and it is laudable. That notwithstanding, or no humanitarian deeds in that regard. Sometimes, even to some extent, we have donated about a little over 2,000 dual desks to the various public schools within the municipality and the likes. Into education, yeah, even through the COVID era, no, though we were not going to school often because of the periods of lockdown and its aftermath, no, there were times where the municipal had to come up with some relief items, go and share nose masks, sanitizers, Renica buckets, and many more of those things to the various schools in the municipality. And even more recently, during that very era, we had the vitamin C tablets given to some of these schools. And see, with education, I really don't see much problem there. And then the Education Directorate is also actively working and seeing to it that there is proper monitoring and supervision, and then so that we adhere to the novel situation that has bedeviled us, the COVID pandemic era. And then fast forward, you move on to other infrastructures, like, you see, where we are stationed currently as a municipal assembly at Pappoe, it is not one that can harbor the numerous staff that the assembly is churning out, right? So it turns out that there had to be a new location point for the assembly. I mean, there is an ultramodern edifice being put in place, which is about 80% completion rates. And then even prior to that, then we had already renovated a 6-unit classroom block that we have turned into an office now, that currently there are about half of the staff have moved to that very site at Salvation cluster of school. And at that same place, we are building the new office edifice. So I'm hoping that in few months' time, when I'm of the firm belief that obviously my mother, the municipal chief executive, will continue with good works, because in the wisdom of the president and his leadership, obviously, Honorable Maria Makali Amoy will be giving the nod again to continue with what she has started. And then, you know, we hope, say, in few months' time, no, we'll fully relocate into the office at Salvation. At the end of the day, you know, issues with offices, there wouldn't be anything of that sort. Yes, and you know, apart from that, when you move on to health, we also have in place the municipal polyclinic, which is under the belt of the municipal chief executive and assembly. We are actually about 30% completion rates. And
because it's a new assembly, you've now started those projects.
Yeah, we started those projects.
Okay.
You see, it turns out that with issues of health, the only health facility available was the Mamprobi Polyclinic.
Okay.
So we look at an instance where somebody has an emergency at Shukura. How do you transport that person to when you need just within a short space to heal the person or for the person to get medical care? So there is therefore the need to have one, especially at the places where they are densely populated. When you look at areas like Shukura, Zamrama Line, Mabruk electoral area in itself is the highly populated electoral area within the municipality. So that is why we have actually earmarked that very place as the location for our municipal polyclinic. And it's about 30% done. Yes, and that notwithstanding, under the infrastructure for poverty eradication through Coastal Development Authority, we actually, we also started projects on market structures, markets for at the Shukura markets, and then that of Sabon Zongo markets. Yes. But for some reasons now, it is actually on a hold, hoping that after the reappointments, then work will continue from there.
Okay, hold your breath now, menton adie kakra. Inua Peter Allotey, Pappoe, Aide to the Ablekuma Central MC, Madam Mariama Kali Amui Ena Yeneno Edi Enko. Yemfasida Emma Joy Herbal Industry. One energy dryer to the Vehicle 20. Vehicle 20 is the ultimate immune system booster, and it has been authenticated by the Food and Drugs Authority. Oma Kwenya se ubia etimiko drugstore biemu ekope sa edrone bi tonum. 100% herbs any other year. Just say nubrankwa e de hahamankwa say the Bible cast yindi aduaba nyense fa hahamano sa de no. Eno bi na Dr. Manfred Techi edi so pepepe. Me no kasa de ope ebibidru aye ebibidru na nya bibidru bi akeke. Yade ebibi haban kwa na aye broni di enim. Bibi immune system no ama soja fo ni pedu menya hoden dia. Oko drugstore bi ma also pe Vehicle 20. Vehicle 20. E ma soja fo no e kenya won e pija o spirit. Ya de bi be man hom no so say be ni pedu no Vehicle 20 no. ebe fight against them. So say onua no mpe na ama asojafo no ekenya ho akeka ho. Penifo hwehwem Food and Drugs Authority asone so e de afọ mfidi no mu e de stamp esi so say Ghana ni bi atimi to bi no. Ampa ebe yi COVID ba me no anoma eno a media san makoto because boa me papa a lawyer for ni penifo bibire so di ho adanse nti won so koto bi na wo hwe a ebom se netie o de onya malaria onya yade bia COVID brain mu immune systems ni weak dia ene COVID ni beche wo nemum se da bia osore no pa onom vaika obi na me nyoko bi frema se eh edo no ma me kono bi me didi o a obedidi onuma ayese mojedru no ebidru kama pa ya say ekenya ma odidi kama say when e dey basic immune systems na are strong nti eboa papa vital 20 no eboa joy for there penin said onim to no na edin gina chimpon so san say the enim ne dadan so kan so enhwe no so bi o on the product joy herbal industry omo na this product we have a from I was 0244 585 531 and 0244 876 321 ofra obejo so fatigue una nteka krebe no abre common cold code nke ngiti bi achicho afi fever bi aba so a epacho ohia vehicle 20 yemfas dan so ema aye JK company limited our the product aye product papa na nye product bi akeke ebeboa build obane dachi akwane dachi no ehu ehia oye batan ope uma books atoma uma ope pens crayons obetumi atora dakasi ho kwada bi yusu esan was akotobi ena won so two sanyo mani bi ton region across the 16 regions obakra obi pimo nkran ya ko number 60 Otublom Street North Industrial Area ko also JK Company Limited o the fa number no screen so frel unya bidu akra obebetu nyoma ne boofo papem na so akoton amanfo a ewo sebi onkru no emu ye Unauthorized pens, pencils, pencil cases, crayons, math sets, JK exercise books, stacks plus premium A4 paper, champion plus A4 paper and a 5-star A4 and A3 paper. You know, JK, Unauthorized product. The only distributors for Unauthorized product, JK. The sole distributors. Obienu otobi okrim, obienu otobi. T-shirt no farmer. Christ Embassy, omoyo opposite or North Industrial Area. From 0540 125 999. To pick a number no. Na onem penifo ni nkomo. Oni omo twetwe nkomo a me de se bebo. Amenkin kan omanfo bi messages kakra abahase. Osi, we all know that the payment of presidential spouses allowance is not criminal, but because Ghanaians are not happy with it, I will encourage Mrs. Lordina Mahama to refund all the allowances given to her, just as the first and the second ladies have rejected and refunded theirs, just to save her integrity. If not, Ghanaians might think that she is greedy. Ofaya Osakidi, Taifa, and our day we Abba. DJ Omale and Wayusi from Goso says, the only government that comes and changes the destiny of Ghana is NPP government. So we should have faith and support President Nana Akufo-Addo to do more in these 4 years. My regards to Hope in Pope incoming National Youth Organizer, Abronya DC, Regional Chairman of the Bono, and Honorable Martin J. Mensa-Kosa, NPP MP for Techimai South. Ose Aboso Kai and Agobloshi is a place to watch as the regional minister together with assembly are making the place neat. Kudos to the assembly. I'm watching you from Sekondi Takra Day. Ose Accra is the capital of Ghana, so we should make Accra the cleanest city. President said we should be spectators, not we should be citizens, not spectators. Okay. That's what he's also saying. Kobe and Ode Abba. Also, I'm watching from Berlin, bro. Owahene. Good morning to you, my junior brother. You are doing a great job. Now, 2TV all the way. Great Honorable Agyapong for me. Or say I'm also watching live from UK, London. Or say Agbobloshi, market women were trying to do politics with this issue. So how far now? But your politics being in BOCC, you move because our regional minister Nanomi Hostino has said, or can I say nipa bi de amanyo MPC bi hyehyɛ as I speak to you, can 1st July and then by 15 ya chemu pepepe e wo bosumu yemu 1st July na so otimi move mu nti menua awo hem sana etie or say Ghana can progress if we change our mindset and attitude like the minister is doing in Accra, and the assembly should also make sure to maintain the integrity of the minister so that the vision of the president comes true. And also, I don't know. Kudos to Net2 Television, a great and fantastic program. I always watch you before I go to work. That's it. Say also there. But I have the messages and the account for fair na BBI can. Or say the MCE for Ablekuma Central is really working. She is down to earth, comes to us. I am at Aboso Kind. I'm very popular, but I don't want to mention my name. Otherwise, they'll say I'm doing politics with this. But she always comes to us and speak to us as the guest in your studio is saying, oh, okay. Yate. In Ghana, what do you need background here? Yes, one farmer. Or say, what is happening in Ghana? Today, President Spouse's allowance has become a key talking of the country, whilst China and other countries are moving with technology. Please, NDC, give us a break. The only government to spearhead the progress of this country Ghana, is the NPP government. Let's all rise up and come together to support them. I'm watching you live from Kumasi Abreport Junction, Ante Araba, and so Edian. Or say, in fact, Accra is moving now. What about Kumasi? The KMA should also be up and doing, like the assembly in Accra are also doing. Assemblies in Accra, okay. All right, that's necessary. Decongestion, send a agbobulution so that is it. Message is kakra ba a bit my boss and yawada, the dialogue show so and Oshenira a Peter Allotey Pappoe aid to the assembly MC or assembly Ablekuma assembly Ablekuma Central Mariama Kali Amui and so now Ugusobo so far so good assembly mobile 2019 assembly ayate and say onya 3 years okra 2 years ne mreka krabi na oguso o ye adwuma project a mo embark de mo ye ewo ho no de enfan ma ya kwakwakodu abobi so makoduru ha omagya to ho ana omuguso o mo ye.
Okay, they enjoy BBN too. They enjoy Jumano Biad, but the woman is to send America. Some of the projects, they are almost done. We are almost done with some of the projects. And for about, I think after election, there was a directive say all MMDCs should halt their operations now and act in an interim state. Yes, and so with that, it came with another directive said they should not, see to some policies that would inure to financial issues and all that. Yeah. So for that and many other reasons, some of the programs, I can't say they are on halt though, but they are on a break for a short while. But that wouldn't be for long because I'm hearing that within this week or two, or next week, we will all know our smoothness levels with regards to who becomes the next MC.
Those that will be coming, they know themselves.
They know that. Thank you very much. Thank you. I think your work will show whether or not you'll come on. You will be coming. So that is what could actually mean, say, a program is on an interim break, but it's not. But that is not the case at Ablekuma, because as I'm talking to you, like I told you, I was coming and then I was just coming this morning and I saw work in progress at the Obechebi runabout, thereabout. And even at the municipal assembly where we are building the new edifice. Work is still ongoing. They are almost through with the roofing, and then they are making some other patches outside, waiting to start on the tiling or the floors and others. So work is actually going. And I forgot to make mention of the fact that the issue at Shukura markets, for instance, where we are funding it under the IPEP, the Infrastructure for Poverty Eradication, because of, you know, it was, you see, if you have a visionary leader like the MC, this is what happens. When we were about starting the project, she actually, or started, sorry if I tread on the English more.
But I'm not between the
yeah, me and I make, say I make guys there, baby, I want. Yes, and you know, everyone has no answer na yebe starting no camp no, we're putting in place other interim market structures, or do you know Kasani assembly no support no and our more CC wooden structure. In fact, we see our wooden structure though. The people will say they want that as a permanent location because they feel it became more lucrative for them.
Okay.
They were getting their yields, they are getting their sales, all those things were going on well. Until they were thinking that place was ideal, but that was an interim one to house them so that they won't be at homes whilst the construction works are going on. And see, their project be stopping, but projects are still ongoing. Even the drains, if you have applied the route on Zongo Junction through Radio Gold to going to the coastal side, Salvation thereabout, you could see there are so many projects, drains going on, gutters and the likes. So projects are still ongoing, irrespective of the embargo because of the appointments delay.
Yeah. Let's come to sanitation issue. Ablekuma Central.
Yeah, issues with sanitation, sanitation in particular, is something that we undermine often. And when tackling sanitation, it is supposed to be holistically approached. We shouldn't base it on political party basis because at the end of the day, say area war party A side now. If it's a cholera and then a fly goes to the party A side, certainly the fly will come to party B and you also get a cholera. So we shouldn't politicize issues with sanitation. And that notwithstanding, the Assembly's efforts in that regard has been tremendous. On daily basis, we make sure that these are the very things that we are tackling. As a matter of fact, as sanitation is taking a huge chunk of the Assembly's revenue than many other things.
Wow.
Yes, because, for instance, the issue at Abosokai, when we went in there, I won't mention figures here, but the amount of money that was pumped into it to see to it that there was a good work done. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all.
I don't
Sorry. Yeah, and senior American sanitation at 7 days, I'll say, Obian taking personal because if you don't need to wait say will be once and because it concerns you too. And say idea on daily basis assembly they go around making sure say with our sanitary inspectors and then the municipal health directorate and others they are making sure say all those things are put in place so that there won't be those who will be breaching or mobile breaching law or now won't take law into their own hands. They deserve to be summoned. Sometimes we process them to court and then we solve those sanitation issues.
They are prosecuted to be
exactly.
Okay.
Yes, some of which we find them. We go through the process and then we find that there is a bylaw that's
bylaws assemblies.
Exactly. And you put measures in place. And issues with sanitation, I can say we are proud to say, yes, solving most of the issues with sanitation.
Every mame Kale Maria Mamuya Abai Cratchewa and Abai Cratche Penny or Patamon. You say assembly be a revenue mostly. She said Okase Aboso Kai and Yedi Dikaya Ebiano Betosumino. A 24 ma Boso Momotan Diani Omuna ya Modi Sesicano Epa. Because Omo 1 2 Motona assembly in Yesica. Sure. Assembly any momentum to say the former the MCs in Biwa on back from Muntimi Xiao to say the customer market Emma Mene the phone at say.
Mommy, Auntie Mariama, my friend Auntie Mariama, because that has been the household name. Be friend or Mammy be a banner. You don't need to call and book appointments and say banner or Mammy be or Jew be irrespective of be a free send your party A party B or Jew be say name money or more. And see with issues with that regard, no mean sure say there is anything like that. There is no challenge whatsoever. And Minoka say Krasat and Ra. and yeah community engagement be what municipal honor because the second lady was coming to inaugurate or start some vocational skills any juma equip youth no municipal until two suffer market women leaders no some other opinion leaders any crophobia ever form hono and they came in their numbers. These are people say because of exercise na ekoso no nti the ombenya ahoya obi nti they will try to sabotage the woman in the administration but it no ni omo relationship no bibia okay or your personal security because bibia or bibia at any time because on him say or work create positive rapport around it or bibia any time be out to me ban all
right
make to the extent crampo say one of the times now those internal issues no obi friend no now obi friend no ever phone so now or did not them but if so you be on picky call be anka obey then now friend now what can send the actually
it's part of the work.
Yes, exactly.
Count there so yeah Ghana for so be din komo kakra dia koso akra ha agbogbo shi wo say titru ya hwe sisi ase ne hote the assembly no aye other assemblies no de na mo so mo ye na be hwe ma ekromate baby wo ha e dey structure sisi wo illegalities ni criminalities bi ye madi na ha say de na no regional minister ebai ye kwan ho I say hoda kakra but ye red ko chiri ha ye dan ye wo Kencity ye dan ye chiri ha oh Nigeria for na je hobo so ache say enya sem ketwa nti regional minister na no me host wa kan o say osere honorable Agyapong say obey exercise kese bi power ha opane cho so oyi wi mo bia ma ha me fa me down because ono agbe bidwa ato nti oni minister nkasa ma ye nti o power no abo cho wa kan so no abo so afa na so pam o say clear sankofo ni nyina free ho na penifo ma ya te say ekwan we so a ceremonial road ampa because pediase lodge ni how a presidential place penifo bibiri na no ECOWAS summit ho no mokokoye no mo nam kwan ho na kwada ye sresradi afide chinie na edi ahini enya hanso nye otekoko so ahimfie bo se yellow chinie we mu chinie edi ahini wo kwan ho nyina nti I think say you best support the Greater Accra Regional Minister na MC a won so ayekra do apese ye boa wo ma wadwuma koso ye de wo yen a platform no e pese hu aban no nwuma oye agbolohye bai but mo fa video no nto so na hwa amanfo hwa agbolohye se ne hote ansa ma ne Ghana for akasa fa video no nto so ma me bio na hwa sisi agbolohye wa oni ma agbolohye bia wa wakọ agbolohye pai okọ no ko sisi na ko se ne hote nti abumpacho sa fa to so ma me agbolohye sa to so ma me pa na omanfo hu adwuma akoso ewo ho fa video no mo ma me video no say na hote we hwe agbolohye omu ye ho akle ho no show hwe agbolohye no na hu no say no so that say na hote penifo MC soldier minister omukoko na fa video no to so na hwe sisi ase na hote na ne Ghana for any nkomo pick number no 0240550899 fa number no to na yenhwe pacho fa video no so to so mame why na yenhwe sisi ase na agbogolohye aye ahaye nkran na agbogolohye se ne assembly no with the support of the regional minister the honorable Henry Kote the waye na wetimi ede eye agbogolohye ababedu sampempe so yi pacho video na ekra do amon fanto so mame na me ne Ghana for nkonko di nkomo 0240550899 0240550899 nti ohwe sisi say na agbogolohye akwakoyo mohwe oni akle ho kama enya fe ho be corners chese nyoma basa ebi chese ene hwe agbogolohye hwe ho minomi enu agbogolohye no na wo hwe ne sa no hwe ya clear ho nyina I say ye be be duadu bi kra ho ye pedestrian area ho na asase o ya be fence ni nyina ho enye efe hwe ha na eduanu no just take a look at it na hwe agbogolohye ye be duanu wa ha na why kama also okromo we okrom Boss you know more. Abusia ye bibia ho ne ade ti ebebo assembly no abaso ada minister so ase se omudu mu na asifom ti ma mene Ghana fo ni nkomo ya broboso ni nua Allotey Pappoe atwetwe nkomo so na wetimi de wadwen kire aba na ya hwese ne tie 0240 550 899 yemfa sedama Franco Trading Enterprise nemfa seda ema wo se wode osika ebo echidom open phones and laptops papa their own boy. Then Samsung pass it down so Emma Joy Herbal Industry. With the vehicle 20, the ultimate immune system booster so Abba. And I found so as so Emma Nataraj product JK Company Limited the Abba. Yakwa Manasona and a Ghana phone call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Minia.
About your dinner baby Akasa free.
But your friend Mohammed Mekasa P Abusukan.
Oh, Mohammed Abusukan. Area near Oni.
Okay. Minia, Yamisha Anopay, any Minia Bermana, one in a better studio, or can Ablekuma Centra, or can Abusukan Yasem. Auntie Mariama Amui, Yamisha. Name and Kano. To be a missy, or town for Yami, a cat or town for Kwan, Kamamino in ho. Minya aka bibi about mamina onu obia ye kama se ni si atamfo omutano no omudo so Ablekuma Central but enyo mu sunti na mamino obetina ho enyame na nikotena ho osum Ghana abesum abosuka asum Ablekuma Central ejuma mamino astatinza oye no minya tisa wa wankasa wapa enti bomoja se one day we show you the Ablekuma Central action afe near mami oye. Wow, kind of 2 years, and we are 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
And now you call program now, me Ablante, can you call program? I say, original one, and all right now, I could not do for 4 years, and I'm so home. Yes, you show more than a zombie. Eh? Obedient charmer. As a consultancy charmer, me now, me as a consultancy charmer, oh, pray. I could just sit no ama NDC, I want to move so upper, sit no fala. No, sorry, I want to be the MC. Come on, no put on to me. I'm what party, I'm a partner to man, and so MC no bit me. My manager, ye pump ye, ye surrender me. Then another unfair. Do I mean not fair? You have to reward somebody at the end of their life. The pay BB, near to baby, so woman be out the book of ye. Nanado, she brama me wa pre. Oh, party mu, and next. Mami okon retirement only Ablekuma Central my na me man nkrabi mi no for mama me mami Shukura market amount for kan ho asem and kwese ya hold on se mo munye djuma sa na mo senya me na adomine de bitumi ni mana Shukura market no because that road na dem e dey call Wembley ho no no dey na see for so many years neta to me nua be ma na me nka enche me chair woman organizer of MPP Jenfua. Mami sika ya odi akọ Lodina on fasika nembra. Manu muti ho ye die.
All right.
Atuna mun kan hwe. Press conference kakepo MPP mun tumi nye.
All right. Mohammed, you da say ma wonu anam bi so emra so na enche ne kakra brene ya benti odaro ma be da say 0240 550 899 0240 550 899 Ablekuma ena ne ye hwe Ablekuma Central. And hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Pacho, Udini baby akasa de free.
Good morning.
Udini baby akasa de free.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. My friend is Aide. Because that's Ablekuma Central.
Pacho into.
Hello, Mr. Ablekuma.
Sadiq, kasa entio who TV no so kasa.
Okay. Hello,
because if any power from me, o tie no ho TV no so nti opese o te ne ho ka o TV no so ya kasa asem we wo hai pamocho entie ho TV no so tie I know opese o te ne ho ka so o kasa o TV enye o my feedback and both say hello sir nti pamocho esremo nti dey say do TV no ana hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Udini baby akasa de free.
How are you? You are thanking me, Piper.
Of I into you.
So I know you come a more about so no Jumapa would be Magana. The two, the chairman, no queuing in a book alumni chairman. Hawaii, my nephew more than Encoma honorable to the Jumapa Wabo at MC for Gaitino, Minister President Kupado, a bit one so. Not the Diakoye. Now, Chama will be able to the best represent Kufa also to our constituency in this one, and you may not quit, open the baby man, not only no quitting. Oh, I the Biamasma can say. Argentina, I was a Ghana for your Tina one of NDC for every propaganda everywhere you see with not to say, yet you will left from your right. Oh, I had Penny, Pedagupano, Aqua could be a poor into Changano. If I say a better one, Yatona NDC for the Omoko fan, some beer ending near about the Tonum. Sure, far on Penny, you know, my mom would share the moment. Oh, I just saw one another. I didn't know the Kencity Media, Yaka, it is deep of Bar Premier Camp, man, it's a Jimmy Catcher or Becoming of the okay, to come on the lamp when you want it. Now, Dina Mahama, why did you? I don't know the one TV from my over the Yama. Dina Mahama, also what did the same there who could be a vice president, a president. You know what? But I need to work at Tasso, and no one look at the there. President Kufado, and able to Yana, no one care about Yareka. Everyone identify. Oh, it's again for women share the maybe about American there. So you did a woman say, I don't want to say this was only probably at the money. All about the fellow minor, it's women breaking it with people because every woman in Mima, Ghana, Funya. Oh, I mean, we will watch it.
Let us say, of our Sankide, and I say, ever far for baby, no account, a phone segment, no see, I say. Now, you're then commanding in our banner 0240550899. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Morning, sir.
But you didn't maybe walk outside free.
I'll make a free, Keshi camp.
Who did they say?
Now, Japan to Fia Papa, make a free Keshi camp.
But your casa acquired them, it you.
Some American, and then to be near na you did, and before the way up. If we say, look at the way NDC former capturing propaganda and the Nayan media report. If you need communication to be very stronger, also let me get now I encounter NDC for the Nana. It's the idea of Kuma boom, there you see again. It is social communication group and say a gua or more than everybody higher to me. Now the propaganda is the
all right.
It makes me a kind of.
That's what I say. And that's a papa development, share Ablekuma Central, share Obechebi, share Abublushdia Wina communication on. Say, been any open idiom home community, send a walk in any yard. I become one cemetery. Why? Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. We didn't be afraid if he.
Morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, morning.
We didn't be afraid.
So, the Otio no
Ultimi modi na kasano the phone segment no asiase obani minim de obeka twato
okay nti mini pabos me peni kese me da was say wa ma me akonya yi na answer no me yi no me pese me mbo Juma Efa job opportunities I work Ablekuma Central
okay.
Just a minute or two.
All right.
Under the Youth Employment Agency, me National Service or Ablekuma Central Youth Employment Agency. And I have an insight information about that. And I'm very sure say through that my meaning Juma panel ya create so many jobs for more Ablekuma Central and Potem, Ebini, the community policing for no money, or more, liaising with the Zoom Lion and Kasa, recruit or more taking care of our sanitation issues. No, some of those who are now being trained into cosmetology and then artisanal side, no, so Nina Ewoho. It's your honor, me sure say, or say, Yembo, your director, or say, Isaac Asari Biom Akonoba. ono ana mego so bona be me ni madam Maria Makale amoya be so ewie no me fa wa konwa so edi ma ye former member of parliament me gina municipal chief executive anemo man shedding essence na within the week or two no MC we losing a mame.
Oh,
our deepest condolences goes out to the former member of parliament and then his entire family.
All right.
All
right. Okay. Ebeda you Peter Allotey Pappoe say na or aide to the MC Ablekuma Central mame Mariama Kale Amoi. Good morning to you, the honorable MC. Anope yedin komo pi na hwe development akoso especially na no agbogloshi de course na say ye hu foni na Ghana fo hu impuntu ni anamontu a assembly no ene RCC regional coordinating council no ayenti nua be ma Pappoe beda na se pass ono so agibre na wachechi mu se me fa se dama ye Franco Trading Enterprise nensa fa se dama Joy Herbal Industry ene bi nkoma na Unauthorized product by JK Company Limited and the Munina Ase, a production team, Abu Karim, and Mr. Robert Finn, Ejano, Omoye Juma Osoropa, and Afi Kwesininsen, Focus, Camera, and akufo-addo, a producer, a better Munina Ase, Medina de Owa Hene, and Tribuisi. I question if you're that in some of our Christian Donko, maybe I will be on a pay chow, a China Sika 7 minutes can come and your mining punto no mining teacher home come up, and Yamufa watch air barber to the national agenda no among. I may have do my china, Bishia, Mamuninache.